guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title of today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a massive freaking book haul of all the books that I got for my birthday. For reference, my birthday is October 30th. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who DM'd me and sent me like such a sweet message telling me happy birthday. It means a lot to me. I don't necessarily like my birthday all that much, so that means a lot to me. I'm genuinely very excited to show you guys all these books because I'm obsessed with them. I have my comfies on. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but get a snack, get comfy, because we're gonna talk about books. So to start this off, Book of the Month is actually sponsoring today's video once again because we love Book of the Month on this channel. Like I said, they're actually sponsoring today's video and they sent me 7 books and it was right around my birthday time. So I'm gonna take that as a birthday present from Book of the Month. They sent me 7 books. If you guys don't know anything about Book of the Month is basically a monthly subscription box that you can get in the mail. They give you an option of picking any 5 books of the month, and they also have add-ons so you can get more books than just one. And if you use my promo code down in the description box below, you will actually get your first book for $9.99. A hardcover book, brand new hardcover book for $9.99. Where else are you gonna find that? Probably nowhere. Anyways, it's super simple. You basically just go to their website and you sign up with your email, your name, and all that kind of stuff. And I think one of the best things about Book of the Month is you can actually skip any month, whereas with other subscription boxes, they send you something each month and you have to pay for it. Book of the Month does not do that. You can skip any month and you won't be charged, which I think is amazing. It's an amazing feature and I love that so much. One thing to note about Book of the Month, however, is it only ships to US, so I'm sorry for my international and Canada bookies. The 7 books that they sent me were The Family, this new book by Will Smith, and I didn't even know he had a book, but I feel like that'll be very fun to read. And then this one is called My Body. I don't know why this is the most simplistic cover ever, but it just like satisfies my soul, and I don't know why. It really satisfies my soul, and I'm pretty sure this book talks about feminism and sexuality and power and all that kind of stuff, so it's very like informative and it looks like a really short read. I really want to read this. It seems pretty good. Next book is How to Marry, I'm really gonna screw up this name, Keanu Reeves in 90 Days. I'm more than positive I screwed that up, but it looks really good. I also really like the graphics on this. As you guys know, I really like when covers and authors use like digital design graphics on their books. I just think it's so cute and it makes me want to read it 10 times more because a cute cover makes me want to read it. And then the next one, which I'm so freaking excited about to read because I love my thriller books and my like murder mystery books, The Collective, and based on the front it says No Killer Goes Unpunished, and this is basically like a book about like revenge, a mother who is grieving and like of her daughter's like death 5 years later, and she's wanting to like get revenge, and I don't know why, but this just screams amazingness to me, so I'm very excited to read this one. The next one I'm actually very excited to read is called The Keeper of Night, which is really interesting because it's a different kind of book. I don't have many books like this, but I'm very excited to read this one. I also really like the graphics of this one. I feel like it'll be a really good story. And the last book that they sent me is called A Little Hope. The cover is so cute. It's giving me very much like John Green vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like it just gives me John Green vibes. So yeah, those are the 7 books that Book of the Month sent me for my birthday. Not specifically for my birthday, but it was around the time, so I want to count it as a birthday present. And thank you again to Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. I love working with them, and you guys should definitely go check them out if you haven't already and sign up with them. Like I said, the promo code will be down in the description box below and you guys can find all the information there. Okay, I think I'm gonna start off with what I was gifted by people, I think. So I was actually gifted Daisy Jones and the Six by Emily. You guys should definitely go follow her. Her freaking Instagram page is right here, and so is her YouTube page. I'm in love with it. Go follow her if you don't. She got me Daisy Jones and the Six. I remember talking about this book in a previous book haul that I didn't get it because I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, but I did get it. She sent it to me. So now I have 3 Taylor Jenkins Reads books, and I think I should do a readathon for them. So excited about this one. Really hoping I'll like it. Emily said she really liked it, so I'm hoping I will too. The next book that I got is King of Scars. I've been wanting this book for so freaking long, but I didn't didn't get it because when I went to my Barnes & Noble, they only had it in hardback, and all of my Grishaverse books are paperback, and I didn't want to get it in hardback because I'm stingy like that. So I got King of Scars for my friend, and I'm so freaking excited to read this. I heard that Nina and Zoya's in it, and I love Nina. I'm so excited. Okay, so the next couple of books that I got All the Light We Cannot See, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of in the time era of the Holocaust, so it's kind of like a Holocaust. I don't want to say it's a retelling because I definitely don't think it's a retelling of the Holocaust, but it's in the time frame of the Holocaust. I got this one. I heard really, really good things about it, so I'm pretty excited to read it. I think the chapters are also like really short in this book, which I love short chapters. So the next book that I got is actually one that I never planned on getting, but I saw it in the bookstore and I read the back of it and I was like, okay, I kind of relate to this a little too much and I think I need to get it. So I got Girl in Pieces. I know this one is supposed to be super, super sad, but that's okay because I need to cry sometimes. Anyways, this book just like really spoke to me because I felt like I could kind of relate to it, like just with the synopsis itself. So I'm like very excited to read this one. And it's basically about this girl who, you know, has had all this bad crap happen to her in life, and just like she's trying to like find her way back before she loses herself, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all know what I'm saying. But yeah, I got this one and I'm super, super excited to read it. I'm not one for really pink covers, but it's a cute cover. I'll take it. The next book that I got is called Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I know she has another book. She has a collective of books, but I heard this one was really, really good, and there's also a Netflix show on it, so that's another Netflix show I can watch after I read it. I heard it's supposed to be really, really good, and I don't know, I just feel like I need to read more books that are less fantasy, you know, driven and whatnot. So the next one I got, I've been seeing everywhere on TikTok, and I finally decided to cave and get it. I got Christina Lauren's Love and Other Words. I don't know if this one is supposed to hurt my soul, but I feel like all romance books hurt my soul in some way or form. So I'm prepared to cry. Actually, I'm not prepared to cry. That is such a lie. I'm never prepared to cry when it comes to a book, but I've heard really, really good things about this book. It's a romance book. How can I not buy it, right? So I got this one and I'm very, very excited to read it. All right, this next book, I told myself I wasn't going to get because of all the hype around it, but I saw it and I couldn't resist. So I got Beach Read. I feel like everybody has raved about this book to no end, and I haven't read it yet, obviously why I bought it, but I'm like almost afraid of being like disappointed by it because it's so highly like raved about, and I feel like a lot of books that are like so highly raved about and I end up like not liking as much. So I'm definitely a little nervous, but I'm hoping that I'll like it. I'm not expecting it to be like, you know, this extravagant book, but I'm hoping for it to be cute and give me some like fluff, I guess. I don't know. The next book that I got was the third book in the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. You guys have been watching me since, I want to say like April, May-ish. You'll know that I read Good Girls Guide to Murder and absolutely loved it. I have Good Girl Bad Blood on my bookshelf right now. I have not read it yet, but I already went ahead and bought the third one because I just know I'm gonna like them. I don't know why, but the way that Holly Jackson just really went about structuring the book, in the first one at least, was just so interesting to me that I could not freaking put it down. Like I just wanted to keep reading and reading and reading. And especially for me being, you know, like a crime junkie kind of, you know, enthusiast, it kind of like gives me that satisfaction of how the investigation went. Like the way she wrote the investigation and how it went about it was just so pleasing to hear about, because that's how I would kind of picture myself going about an investigation. I'm very excited to read this one, but I have to read the second one first before I read that one. But I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I'm not worried. All right, moving on to the next book. I got a memoir, actually. I'm starting to get more into memoirs, but surprise, surprise, it's a true crime memoir. I feel like I only read true crime memoirs. Like, it's all I read. I can't do the self-help books. I don't know why, I just can't do them, but I got this one, and it's basically about a girl who was abducted 18 years. This woman was abducted and kidnapped and couldn't see her family, nothing. Pretty interested in reading this book, basically just because of like, I feel like it's very interesting hearing victims who have survived such extreme circumstances like this, and just seeing their willpower and how they got through that kind of stuff. It gives me inspiration, I guess. I feel like that's like the wrong term to use because nobody should have to be abducted for someone else to gain inspiration, you know what I'm saying? I'm very excited to read this one, but also kind of nervous that I'm gonna like scar myself slightly. The next book that I got is actually another true crime book. If anybody has seen, you know, the show on Netflix called Mindhunter, or they've read the book Mindhunter, this is kind of intertwined into that. It's basically, so it's called The Killer Across the Table, Unlocking the Secrets of Serial Killers and Predators with the FBI's Original Mindhunter. So basically this book kind of goes into depth of like a bunch of different serial killers and predators and like the investigation process and like talking to them and like psychologically understanding why they did it almost. So I'm really excited and interested in reading this book because the psychology and just mind of people like that very much interest me, in the fact of how like two people can grow up essentially the same way. One can go down one path and the other can go down, well, this path. So it's very, very intriguing to me. And it's also partly what I'm studying. So I'm also studying in a way. The next book that I got is called Invisible Girl. I also have another one of her books on my shelf, Then She Was Gone. It seems like she is like really good in like murder mystery thriller aspect. So I'm pretty excited to read this one. I haven't read the other one that's on my shelf, but when I looked at the synopsis of it, it looked super good. The synopsis on this one also looked super, super good. So yeah. Also, if anybody's curious why I'm like not reading all the synopsis on the back of these books, it's because I generally do that when I do like reading vlogs or stuff like that, or I'm like recommending a book to you, if that makes sense. All right, and the last book that I got actually has nothing to do with reading much and has everything to do with crystals. This book basically, my mom found this one, by the way. This book basically just shows like a bunch of different crystals and like what they're used for, basically like their hardness, where you can find them, their healing effects, like how it's formed and stuff like that. So I'm actually really excited about this because I feel like a lot of the time when you search up on Google about crystals, there's such mixed information, and it'll be just kind of nice to, you know, just go to this book and how it helps my well-being. So I'm very excited about this one. That, and it's just kind of cool to see, like rose quartz, for example. I have a rose quartz. It says rose quartz, it's found in Brazil, India, Madagascar, and the US. It's easily attainable. And then it also lists like physical and emotional uses, and it basically says supports the heart in all ways, easing emotional stress or regulating the physical effects of stress, such as panic attacks. Whoa, that helps with panic attacks? Why am I not carrying around that with me all the time? I would like to know. And then it says healing effects, place over the heart or on any area of the body that needs support of the pink ray and unconditional love. So yeah, I just thought this was really, really cool. I'm really glad my mom found it because I definitely wouldn't have even thought to look for something like this. So I'm very excited about that. One thing that I got for my birthday that wasn't book related, I actually got tarot cards. I got a new deck of tarot cards and they're really, really pretty. But yeah, those are pretty much all the books that I got for my birthday, and I'm so freaking excited to read them, all of them, because we know that's gonna happen. Otherwise I wouldn't have a whole bookshelf full of them. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said at the very beginning of this video, if you guys do want to sign up for Book of the Month, it'll be in the description box below. And yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye,
I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate. Sometimes I'd even get the steak, cause I got it like that. Always had my own bag, never needed no man to rely on. Got two good shoulders to cry on.